Today's video is about Elton Brand, Ray Allen, and Greg Oden all retired from the NBA. I know I'm really late with this, but I had other things going on where I did not get to do it ahead of time. It happens. I tell you, so many basketball players retiring in 2016. Starting off with Elton Brand. Elton Brand spent 17 seasons in the league. He was drafted in 1999 by the Chicago Bulls, where he spent 2 seasons. He was traded to the Clippers in 2001, spending 8 seasons of his prime years with the Clippers. Brand was an underrated power forward. He was just overlooked by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Dirk Nowitzki. Plus, it didn't help he was playing with a mediocre team at the time. He was like Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Sharif Abdul-Rahim pretty much spent his prime years with mediocre teams. When he's with the Grizzlies in Vancouver before moving to Memphis, they were mediocre. When he was with the Hawks before the Joe Johnson, Josh Smith era, the team was mediocre despite having Jason Terry, Theo Ratliff, and Glenn Robinson at one point. When he went to the Portland Trailblazers before Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Greg Oden, they were mediocre. Sharif only played one time in the playoffs with the Sacramento Kings when the Kings lost to the Spurs in the first round. The Kings were still good when they had Mike Bibby, Ron Artest, Sharif, Brad Miller, Bonzi Wells, Corliss Williamson, Kenny Thomas, Kevin Martin. That's the last time they were good. Since then, the Kings went downhill and they still suck 10 years later. Elton Brand also made the playoffs once as well, in 2006 too, as a member of the Clippers. Elton Brand was playing like an MVP during the regular season and playoffs. The Clippers beat the Nuggets in the first round, then took on the Suns in the semifinals in a 7-game series, almost going to the Western Conference Finals. I was surprised the Nuggets lost to the Clippers. Denver had Carmelo Anthony, Andre Miller, Marcus Camby, a healthy Kenyon Martin, Earl Boykins. I know Nene was out for the rest of the season, but still lost to the Clippers that had Elton Brand, Sam Cassell, who was brought in for veteran leadership. Sam Cassell is known to help teams successfully. Corey Maggette, Chris Kaman, Cuttino Mobley, Sean Livingston, Vladimir Radmanovic. If Sam Cassell wasn't hurt a lot and Sean Livingston didn't have that nasty injury, the Clippers would have made the playoffs the next season. In 2008, Brand goes to the 76ers, where his prime came to an end in his first season, including the Achilles injury where he missed the rest of the 2008-2009 season. He played with the Mavericks during the 2012-2013 season after spending just 4 seasons with the Sixers, then spent 2 seasons with the Hawks. He retired last season but came back this year in January to mentor players like Jahlil Okafor. He retired on October 20th. I guess he felt his body couldn't do it anymore since he never played in the preseason. Ray Allen, one of the greatest shooters of all time. He spent 18 seasons in the league. Drafted by the T-Wolves in '96 but traded on draft night to the Bucks for Stephon Marbury. Ray Allen spent 6.5 seasons with the Bucks. The team had success in the 2000-2001 season, getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, along with the big three of Ray Allen, Glenn Robinson, and Sam Cassell, losing to Allen Iverson and the 76ers. Known for his role in He Got Game as Jesus Shuttlesworth in 1998 with Denzel Washington. He was traded to the Sonics in 2003 for Gary Payton and Desmond Mason, spending 4.5 seasons with the Sonics when they were mediocre. The only time Ray Allen was in the playoffs for the Sonics was 2005, defeating the Kings in the first round, then losing to the Spurs in the next round. It was fun watching the duo of Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis. They were like the Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker duo with the Celtics. Won a championship with Garnett and Pierce in 2008. After 5 seasons in Boston, he joined the rivalry team, the Miami Heat, winning another championship in 2013. I was mad when he went to the Heat. He could have gone to San Antonio or Oklahoma City, not Miami. That's like Magic Johnson talking about going to Beantown to play with Larry Bird. It's like it felt like he wanted to get revenge on the team and Rondo by joining the rivalry team because of the rumored trade deadlines of moving him I heard him and Rondo didn't really get along, especially when Ray Allen retired. Rondo pretty much acted like he didn't know who Ray Allen was. Wow. Yeah, Rondo for some reason don't like Ray Allen. Last time Ray Allen played was the 2013-2014 season. Hasn't played for the past 2 seasons, but on November 1st, he officially called it quits. Lastly, Greg Oden. Oden was drafted with the first overall pick by the Blazers ahead of Kevin Durant. His career was ruined due to injuries. People were expecting to see the Blazers with a healthy Oden, a healthy Brandon Roy, whose career was also ruined due to injuries, and LaMarcus Aldridge doing some damage. The Blazers could have been as good as the Thunder when OKC had Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, etc. Also played for the Heat during the 2013-2014 season on the same team with Ray Allen and LeBron James. Man, Greg Oden and LeBron look alike. Oden looks like an older version of LeBron at 50. It's weird since LeBron is older than him, and ironically they play together in Miami. Some say Greg Oden possibly could have been a modern day Bill Russell. He retired on October 28, 2006 and is now an assistant coach for Ohio State where he attended. The Trailblazers have got to be one, if not the most cursed franchise in the league because of injuries ruining their players. Greg Oden, Sam Bowie, Bill Walton, although he was the reason for Portland to win the championship in 1977. So that is pretty much the only good luck the Blazers have. Greg Oden sadly believes he'll be remembered as the biggest bust in NBA history. Kevin Durant himself said that Oden is not a bust. I don't think he's a bust either. I mean, it's not his fault. Injury screwed him over. It's not like he purposely injured himself to screw it all up. Brandon Roy and Sam Bowie are not busts either. Sam Bowie wasn't a bust, especially since after he left Portland, he actually gotten a little bit more healthier and actually started having some decent good production after. A bust is when people think certain players have high expectations and potential to be the best when healthy, but end up becoming nothing. Guys like Kwame Brown, Michael Olowokandi, Darko Milicic, Anthony Bennett. Don't get me started on Anthony Bennett. Even Jay Williams, who was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 2002, people say he's a bust, but he's not. He just ended up in a motorcycle accident. And in fact, Jay Williams actually had a good, promising rookie year. He played well in his rookie season. And I'm sure he would have been like some type of all-star player had he not ended up in that motorcycle accident. Now, was it foolish for him to ride that motorcycle and ended up damaging his body, ruining his basketball career? Of course. But that doesn't mean he's a bust. Some people think Len Bias is a bust because he died 2 days after the draft due to a drug overdose before ever playing an NBA game. That doesn't make any sense. Call him a bust doesn't make any sense. It's not fair when his death got in the way of his promising basketball career. Len Bias wouldn't have been a bust anyways. He would have been great. I feel bad for Oden due to all the injuries he suffered and with him thinking he's the biggest bust. I hate when injuries happen to players. I mean, Greg Oden is only 28. He should be in the prime of his career. Same with Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum is in his late 20s too. He should be in the league right now in the prime of his career. But due to his attitude and being such a knucklehead and so many injuries with his knees, I don't know. Andrew Bynum may never be in the league ever again. Or maybe he will. It's just going to take years or some time for him to get back in there. But who knows? Anyways, this has been my video. Good luck to those three guys on what they do next, and see you later.